Hello everybody and welcome back to Very Biased Opinions. It is a Boxing Day Bonanza. I forget the week, what week is it? Round number 19 I believe, something like that, but it's Boxing Day. So lots of games. I hope you've got your Amazon Prime subscription sorted out. What's this? What's going on? We're like next to each other. How is that happening?
He's real. He's real.
It must be a Christmas miracle. And without any further ado, make sure you do check out the timestamps in the description. But this time, without any further ado, Thomas, lead us into the first one.
Tottenham Hotspur versus Brighton and Hove, Albion.
What an average game to start us off. Obviously, we're recording this before quite early on in December, so we don't know a lot of the scores. You would expect Tottenham to win this, a home win for Spurs, although Brighton have played some good football. But I am going to go for a Spurs home win in this one, Tottenham. Tottenham? Tom. 2-0 for the Lily Whites.
I'm going to go 3-1. They always concede. They can't help conceding.
True.
Even with Mourinho in charge, they can't stop themselves.
Maybe Jose's got his iron fist in there now.
I really should put about this in the channel.
Aston Villa versus Norwich City.
Talk about freaking boring games. I mean, this is just... You got a fancy Villa for this though, don't you? Norwich have been nothing short of abysmal, whereas Villa put some good performances in and just not gotten the results they need. I got Villa to win this one 1-0.
I think Norwich have put in a good performance here. It's very much a game with two sides that really need to win.
Yeah.
Usually that means the home side can get a little bit edgy and a little bit nervy if they don't score early. So I think I'm going to go a bit rogue. I'm going to say Norwich win this one. 2-1 to Norwich.
AFC Bournemouth versus Arsenal.
Well, I'm not touching Arsenal with a barge pole. You look excited. You want to talk about Arteta or you want to talk about Eddie Howe?
I want to talk about what the fuck is going on? What is actually happening in this club? Oh, we're going to sign Arteta. We're going to do like 12 different meetings with him. But you know what we're not going to do? We're not going to tell Man City we're doing it. So we're going to cause a huge fucking kerfuffle. Yeah. And then you know what? We're going to get a guy with literally no management experience and go lead a bunch of boys and turn them into men. It's a great idea.
Private meetings in the middle of the night, which everybody sees. Not so private.
It's amazing how everyone knows it's going on except Man City.
Yeah. Well, they pretend they don't.
But honestly, the dumpster fire that is Arsenal rages on. Oh my god, Freddie Ljungberg, get out of there. Get out of there as quickly as possible. Go back to modelling underwear. And while we're at it, Eddie Howe.
Watching Homes Under the Hammer. I remember he used to love watching that.
Eddie Howe, thank you for not going to Arsenal. Thank you for staying loyal to Bournemouth. And thank you for just being my fucking spirit animal. You are my favourite. You're going to win this game. Bournemouth to win at home against Arsenal 2-1.
I can't help but think it's a ridiculous decision to sign Arteta. I know you've summed it up, but it's just like, it might work, he might be really good, but you have to just think, why didn't you go out and get a more seasoned manager? Especially as it's looking likely that Arsenal won't even finish in Europe next season. You would have thought they could have had that next year, had that season where they're just focusing on the Premier League. Yeah. And that's worked well for clubs in the past, but Arsenal want to cling to that Europa League ladder with both hands. Eddie Howe, you're amazing. You always seem to come out of the slump with an unpredicted win. I'm sure you're probably going to go on a really good run now, starting with a win against a gutless Arsenal side who cannot play away from home. Ursel will strop away with his chucking his thumb, spitting the dummy out, and Bournemouth will win 3-1. Chelsea versus Southampton.
Why do we have to do Chelsea predictions? It's painful, it hurts me. I love this club. I love watching them. I don't love this club. I love watching them. I love their young players, but I don't know what the hell they're going to do next, and it's frustrating to watch. That being said, they're playing Southampton, who are one of the worst teams the Premier League's ever had to deal with. Chelsea are going to win this. They're going to win this 3-1.
Have lost 4 in 5. Chelsea. We're going into this weekend's fixture. Yeah. It's a really bad run. It's someone was talking, saying at what point does Frank Lampard come under pressure? If this goes on for 6 or 7 games, will they start to talk about maybe, you know what Chelsea are like, they wield the axe. I'm going to hire Liam Neeson to brew another Taken film and star it around Ralph Hasenhüttl to try and get him out of this Southampton club. I'm a big fan of Ralph. I'm not a big fan of Southampton, and I hate the fact that they have to just keep him under lock and key. So please, Chelsea, win big so Ralph can finally go off and manage somewhere else. Wonderful Austrian. And Chelsea will win, hopefully. I'm going to go 3-0 for Hayden. Okay, we're about halfway through now, so we're just going to take a little break, and we're just going to say thank you very much for supporting this channel. If you like the video, please give it a like. Smash that like button, as more popular YouTubers would say. And also think about subscribing to the channel as well. Hit the notify bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. This video, along with all of our videos, are in association with Grandstand Bettors, so make sure you do go over to their website and win yourself some money, because they are far better tipsters than myself and Thomas will ever be. And with that being said, we tried to keep these as short as possible, so let's get back to the predictions by saying, Thomas, watch out! The Eagles are coming! It's Crystal Palace versus West Ham United.
I don't know what to think of Crystal Palace. Zaha goes and scores a wonder goal last week,
but they were pretty poor, rather than
they were.
Played them off the park.
But if Wilfred Zaha is going to go back to what he was last season, this random ace in a hole that can just get results for them, then they're a formidable club. West Ham, on the other hand, are a shit show. They're quickly trying to overtake Arsenal for dumpster fire of London.
Yeah, but they did get a win, didn't they? They seem to just pick up the odd win, which again seems to just save Pellegrini when his neck seems to really be on the chopping block. So, tough one to call. London derby.
Really tough.
Palace bad at home.
Palace bad at home. West Ham United bad all the time. 0-0 draw.
It could very well be a 0-0 draw, and Palace have had a good season. You know, they are doing well. They don't seem to have any relegation threats this time around. I'm going to go draw as well. I'm going to say it's a bit better than 0-0, 1-1.
Fair. Everton versus Burnley.
So, it hasn't been confirmed yet, but it looks like Carlos Ancelotti is going to take over the Everton job after we've just made a video saying, why would you ever take that job, Ancelotti? He must like money, he must like working, and he must like a challenge.
Loves Liverpool.
Yeah, I mean, Big Dunk got a lot of criticism. I mean, he's done well in those 2 games, or 3 games of what he's going to have. But he did take criticism for subbing on and subbing off Moyes Keane, which I think was a bit blown out of proportion. I think that's the sort of thing that'll be quickly forgotten. And hopefully he can just go back to being a feared coach at Everton Football Club.
Terrifying.
But there's no bigger challenge for Ancelotti than to come up against the Duchess, his hardened Burnley side. And I think Everton seem to have a good record against Burnley. I think last season they gave them like a thrashing around about Christmas time. And I think Everton will win this one as well if it's a new manager bounce. And they seem to be playing better football now. So 2-0 Everton.
I'm going to go 2-1. Burnley just scoring goals this year.
They do. As always, Ashley Barnes and Chris Wood.
Yeah,
was a threat.
Done really well.
Sheffield, or as Tom would say, Sheffield United versus Watford.
I have a great Sheffield accent, thank you very much. He did. I'm from Sheffield, lad. I'm from up north.
Hey, what do we do when Sheffield United are on screen?
Oh, look! It's a picture of Chris Wilder falling over when Oxford confirmed their promotion in the playoff final.
I like to think he slid. It's like a stylish slide.
But Sheffield United, nothing short of revelation. Watford, nothing short of unadulterated bullshit. So Sheffield United to win this 1-0.
It's interesting to see what Watford turn up. I mean, they were good against Liverpool, should have won, but their finishing is abysmal. It's been like that all season. I don't even know how many goals they scored, but it can't be double figures. Sheffield United have been excellent. You would expect them to win this game. I think it will be a 2-1 win for Sheffield United.
Leicester City versus Liverpool.
This is the game. This is it, isn't it? This is the title on the line. Another title decider. Liverpool will probably go, 30 points clear if they win this one? Unstoppable, unbeatable, unmatchable Liverpool. Have they won the Club World Cup at the time of recording this? No, but they may have done when you've watched this video. So well done, or commiserations to Liverpool either way. This should be an excellent game. You'd expect the game at Anfield was a game Liverpool scraped through Leicester. It was very controversial. Leicester should have really got a point. What do you think?
1-0 Liverpool.
Yeah?
Yeah,
they're just good at edging these games out, aren't they?
They've done it all season. All season they've won games they shouldn't win.
Let's be adventurous and let's keep this intrigue of the league alive. And let's say Leicester City to win. 2-1.
Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Manchester City.
Well, what did you think of City when they played Oxford United? Good at times, bad at times. That's the answer, you don't have to say anything. Okay. But they obviously did win and get through to have a rigged draw against Manchester United in the League Cup final. League Cup semi-final. Wolves have been pretty good. I mean, they've had their unbeaten run scuppered recently by Spurs. But they've been very good and they should give City a good game here. They generally do play well against the good sides. But I'm just going to back City to come through it. City end up winning 3-1. Yes, 3-1.
Yeah, hard to look past City in this match. Wolves are good, but they're not Man City. City to win 2-1.
Boxing Day, it's not about these other sides. It's really not. It's only about these two teams because it's time for the main event.
Manchester United versus the second coming, Steve Bruce's Newcastle United.
I can't wait to talk about Steve Bruce, but I have to wait because this man has to talk about Man United.
I mean, this is one of those games you see Man United, they could easily lose or draw because they have been woeful at breaking down teams.
Newcastle won the home game.
And Newcastle have been really good this year. Genuinely, they've been better than I thought they'd be. It makes me angry. I'm worried about this fixture because I'm worried about every fixture outside of the top four. United to win 2-0.
It's a constant problem for Man United, and you got the return of ex-Manchester United defender Stephen Bruce, one of the greatest, if not the greatest manager currently working, the second coming, as Thomas mentioned, of Kevin Keegan.
Yeah, honestly, I will love it if we beat them.
He is going to look at this and say, why did they not pick me to be the Manchester United manager when they picked Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? He has the whole of the North East behind him. That's right, Sunderland and Middlesbrough are a united front now along with Newcastle. Following on in Steve Bruce, he's going to take them over to Old Trafford. He's going to pull their pantaloons down, give them a spanking, then play a football match, and Newcastle are going to win by 1-0.
Done?
Yes.
Excellent.
And we really are done. And we hope you enjoyed the video. It's nice to be back in the same room as Thomas again. As
He's
always.
Real.
And soft.
Luxurious.
If you like the video, please give it a like. And obviously think about subscribing to the channel and hit the notify bell. And go over to Grandstand Bettors to win yourself some dosh. Hope you have a Merry Christmas. And do we have anything else to add?
If you're looking for detailed football analysis, probably in the wrong place.